The 2023 Hampton League season is only a fortnight out from starting, and this week the league officially launched its season.
Yeah, so Ben Kavanagh is the CEO of AFL Vic and been in the role 12 months, so newly appointed and doing a fantastic job. I had a meeting down there with him plus the rest of country Victorian football leagues, and the way he spoke and the visions they've got I think are going to be fantastic for country footy. He's certainly on the same page as a lot of leagues, and they're going to put some funding and some time into helping country football.
Among the new additions to the season, the return of interleague footy with an under-23 competition on the cards.
The calibre of coaches, I would say, is almost second to none in the state as far as that goes. The Reed Oval, an absolutely fantastic facility that's had a lot of money spent on it recently. I know that games and finals there will be of high expectation as well. And a lot of participation programs here trying to really grow the game from the base up. Lots of activity planned in the area off the back of Geelong's visit down here about a month ago, which created some real hype.
AFL Victoria boss Ben Kavanagh was among the guests in the room, and he was excited about the year ahead, in particular the growth of women's footy.
Yeah, so I've been speaking about that tonight. At the top end, women's football's really strong in this particular area, but the numbers aren't as strong as some other areas, and certainly at the east end of the league in your Camperdown, Terang, Cobden areas, only one team between all of those.
All 10 teams were represented at the launch, with both 2022 football and netball premiership coaches keen on attempting to defend their title.
Yeah, I think you take the time to enjoy it and sort of revel in the victories, but then at some point you've got to sort of draw a line in the sand, forget what's happened, and then look at how you can get better and start getting to work, really.
Yeah, there's a little bit of both, to be honest. I mean, some things that are tried and true and we think work really well, our values we stick to. You need to keep introducing new things for, stimulate the players and that as well, but also your playing group changes. So, we've got a fair changeover of players this year, so our strengths of the team will be in some different areas, so there's certainly some new stuff to work on.
Camperdown coach Neville Swain was optimistic their new recruits combined with returning players would be strong.
It's hard every year, but this year we knew we were going to get guys that are going to be late. Last Saturday we played a practice match. Guys have been here for the last 2 or 3 weeks. In saying that, that's been good with that, being able to play practice matches rather than coming after practice matches. So we've been able to get some footy into them straight away. Like they're match fit, but at least they've got used to our style within 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully they'll be ready to go to round one.
A big difference, really. We're sort of managing different things, so we're managing emotions and a bit of the psychology, I suppose, of netball, the physicality. So we've got a lot of young bodies that are going to come up against some real bigger bodies of women, and we're just really trying to teach our young kids how that's going to play out.
There was also plenty of unfinished business, namely Cobden's open netball side, with coach Sophie Hinkley confident they will be among the finals contenders again in season 2023.
We haven't really talked much about it, to be honest. I think, we have to start fresh and think about what our strengths are that we can play to, and probably not dwell too much on the things that we haven't achieved. But I think everyone certainly comes in with another drive and is really looking forward to having another crack at it.
Hamilton Kangaroos coach Hamish Waldron confirmed that they will rely on homegrown talent this year as they look to some young players to step up, and they are hoping to hit the ground running come round one.
Look, we'd love to play finals this year. Obviously it's coming up our 10 years in the league, and it's probably time that we made our stance now, and hopefully the junior ones coming through can get us there this year. Yeah. Our recruits have been pretty quiet up home. Obviously, I said before, we had 9 under-18s that played last year, and I've got out of all that 9, I've retained the 9 of them, which has been good. So I'm going to rely on my junior kids coming through, and I'm going to back them in, and we'll see how they go.
One of the teams to keep a close eye on this year will be the Cobden Bombers, with coach Dan Casey hinting they have made some improvements to their playing list.
So we've had a co-coach with Brodie Marnie, so he's come back from Colac, and I think he won their club best in fans last year. So he's going to be massive in our midfield, and I think Mark Marriott in the ruck, he's been offered a role, position on Geelong's VFL list as well. So to have a 6'7" giant that can move around the ground, he's going to be pretty big. And Jack Hammond is back, Jesse Williamson's back. There's a lot of big recruits coming back through the club, and plus all their juniors coming up as well. So it's exciting times.
One of the big losses to Warrnambool's lineup is power forward Jason Rowan, who shifts to Port Fairy. But while new Blues coach Dan O'Keefe admits he will be a big loss, he also thinks it could be a good thing for the club, with more opportunities created for other players.
No, it's just opportunities now that have popped up. I'm convinced, and this is genuine, that there's going to be a lot of positive to come from that. As much as we thank Jace for his services at the Warrnambool Footy Club, it's the amount of growth that we'll see from individuals, and we already have seen that, particularly forwards that have been in a similar position, has been enormous. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the way we play moving forward. With 6 forwards rather than just sort of one big key figure.
And finally, Terang Mortlake plans to have an all-in strategy when it comes to netball, as they plan to be competitive in all formats.
This year, going forward, we can expect definitely a more competitive team. We've had a few recruits and been able to maintain a lot of our open side. I think across the whole board of netball, we're aiming to make every team stronger. So we're training together, upskilling all the coaches and making sure that everyone's on the same page of the non-negotiables for our game. And I think, therefore, across the board, we'll be more competitive than others. Yeah.
The opening round of the season takes place next weekend, with the clash between Terang Mortlake and Camperdown being Hampton League Live's match of the day. Make sure to tune in and see all the action. It's been Mitch Williams with HFNL Media. See you in the next update.